Here.
Searpoint. Here. Beck. Here. Black. Here. Bradley. Huff. Raising.
Okay, we're going to, since Senator Rehder's not here, we're going to go ahead and hear my bill real quick. I'll turn it over to Senator Serpoy. You give him all the rules and regulations.
All right, thanks. Thank you, Senator. First bill here is going to be Senate Bill 1017. If you're going to testify, please give us a witness form, whether you're pro or con or for information purposes. And Senator Bernskoetter, start when you're ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. This is Senate Bill 1017. It's just a cleanup bill. Nothing is changing operationally for any department by removing Chapter 221. Health and safety inspections are still being done just by different entities such as local health departments, OSHA, Division of Labor, on-site safety consultants. Having the statute remain in place causes confusion for the public, and it's prompted questions of why the department is not conducting certain duties outlined in the chapter. So we're just removing that. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Questions? Senator Beck.
This is the same bill from last year, wasn't it, that you had that
Yes, it's the same bill.
remove the cost? I think it was like with some silly cost, like $5 to inspect a building, and it's from like the 70s, early 70s.
Yeah, it hasn't been funded since the 70s, right?
Okay, all right, thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none. First person speaking in favor, please come forward. Leave your witness form and let us know who you are.
Good morning. My name is Logan Hobbs. I'm the legislative liaison for the Department of Labor and Industrial Relations. This is the same department cleanup bill from last year. It's identical. It was passed out of the House and Senate committees unanimously. I won't belabor the point, but nothing operationally is changing. Safety inspections are done by your local health departments these days, or safety inspections are done by OSHA or by us through a consultation. And the health portion of this chapter is done by local health departments. So everything's still being done. Things are still getting inspected. It's just that the statute has been obsolete for about 50 years. Actually, the statute was originally put in place in 1909. I think some of the more recent and updated portions are from 1939. So we don't inspect moving picture houses anymore. That is in the chapter, but there aren't any left to inspect. If you would like, I can answer any questions about this, but it's identical to last year. So.
Thank you. Obsolete for 50 years. That's about right, I think. So, okay. Any questions for this witness? Seeing none. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next in favor, please come forward. Anybody in opposition? Anybody for information purposes? Senator, do you have any closing comments? Okay. Bet. I'll let you run the show.
Evidently, Senator Rehder's not around, so I move that we move into executive session. Do I have a second? I have a second. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. We're in executive session. Before us in Joint Resolution 71, this resolution provides for the levying of certain costs and fees to support the salaries and benefits of certain state and county personnel, sheriffs and prosecutors. I move that Senate Joint Resolution be brought before the committee. Do I have a second? I do. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. The bill is before committee. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Senator Black.
I've have a Senate committee substitute. It has been distributed to offices, but I also have a copy of that with me if anybody wants to look it over. We remember when we heard this in committee, there was some concern with the language was too broad. I believe that was Senator Serpoy, if I'm correct. And that language has also been considered on the House side of the building as being too broad, so we've restricted it back. We've gotten rid of some of the broadness, I would say, with that and limited it. And I think that is what the committee desires, but we can go in further discussion if needed.
Any questions for Senator Black? Seeing none, I move that Senate Committee substitute for SJR71 be adopted. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. I move that Senate Committee substitute for SJR71 be voted out of committee. Do pass. Do I have a second? I have a second. Kenny, please call the roll to vote Senate Committee substitute for Senate Joint Resolution 71 out of committee. Do pass.
Chairman Bernskoetter.
Aye.
Searboy. Beck. Black. Braden. Puff. Racer.
4-0, the motion carries. The next bill before us in executive session is Senate Bill 1296. This is Senator O'Loughlin's bill that conveys state property in Kirksville. I move that Senate Bill 1296 be brought before the committee. Do I have a second? I do. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. The bill is before the committee. Is there any discussion on Bill 1296? Seeing none, I move that Senate Bill 1296 be voted. Do pass. Do I have a second? I have a second. Kenny, please call the roll to vote Senate Bill 1296 out of committee. Do pass.
Senator Bernskoetter.
Aye.
Searboy. Beck. Black. Braden. Puff. Racer.
By your vote of 4-0, the motion carries. Senator O'Loughlin has asked that it be voted out consent. I move that Senate Bill 1296 be voted out of committee with consent status. Do I have a second? I have a second. Kenny, please call the roll to vote Senate Bill 1296 consent out of committee.
Senator Bernskoetter.
Aye.
Searboy. Beck. Black. Braden. Puff. Racer.
By your vote of 4-0, it has been voted out of committee consent. I move we exit executive session. Do I have a second? I do. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. We're out of executive session. I move that we adjourn. Do I have a second? I do. All those in favor say aye. The ayes have it. We're adjourned. Thank you all very much. Yep.